Girl and boy, when I tell you, it ain't go how I thought it was gonna go. Welcome to the first episode of the Khiarica Rasheed show, and I'm so glad you decided to come back for more. Without further ado, let's get into it. So my first segment gonna be called, y'all, what's up? Cause what's really up? Fuck going on? Like, what's up? Like, what's happening in this life? Like, what's going on? All I'm gonna do is introduce the topic, you feel me? And we just gonna talk it up, and that's what it's up. So what's up? What's up with me, y'all? This goddamn waiting season. That's what's up with me. This waiting season, sometimes it be having me tweaking out. Other times, I be cool. I be quiet. But when we leave, I be talking again. You know, so I'm waiting it out. And my waiting season right now is about my overseas basketball life. That's what's going on with me. So that's what's up. So we're going to segue into segment 2. Segment 2 is going to be called, So What Happened Was. And that's story time. That's a story about you. That's a story about me. That's a story about we. That's a story about any and everything. So right now, first episode, let's just do a story about me. So the story obviously consists of me overseas life. So last year, first year, you feel me? After I graduated college, I had my first pro season. And, you know, I went through a little bit of, not ups and downs, but like, you know, getting to know what this life was real quick. So when I first got out of college, I went home, and then it was like, oh, AJ hit you up. And she like, oh, you want to go here? You got to be ready next week. So I'm like, oh shit. Like, I got to be ready next week. Mind you, am I ready next week? I don't know, but I'm going to be ready. You feel me? I'm going to be ready to go. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm ready to go next week. Thinking I'm finna go to Australia. I go, hey, what's going on? You're not going to Australia anymore? They didn't follow through. I'm like, cool. Get my little job at the gym, working at the gym. So I would work during the week, and then on the weekends, I was playing on the 3x3 league. 3x3. If you don't know what that is, get into it, because it's up and coming little sport. First time ever playing 3-on-3, and great experience. Played with like a lot of high level college players and professional players. Traveled to Chicago, played on the Chicago Sky court. And if you don't know, you need to know. WNBA team, don't play. So played on the Chicago Sky's court for training camp. It was out there, hotel, all this stuff. Dope. Then every weekend I would travel somewhere else. So I think I went to like Boston, I went to Texas, I went to Atlanta, I think I went to Charlotte. So I was traveling on the weekends, but it would be like these quick trips. But I would get there, I would go to sleep, I would wake up, play 3-on-3 games all day for a championship. Ended up winning one of them. Ended up getting a little coin, a little check, you feel me? And that was great. So I'm like, oh, this little 3-on-3 stuff might be a little fun gig. And I was, you know, staying in shape, and it's a different type of shape. A different type of shape, you know. 3-on-3, continuous. You keep that thing running. If you score, get it out, let's go. Versus 5-on-5 basketball, you get it out, you can have a little attitude after and be like, bro, like, we gave up another score. You know, you just got a little more time to think. Not in 3-on-3. In 3-on-3, let's go, wrap it up. So there's that. After that season ended, then my agent hit me up. She like, you know, oh, we got this Portugal. I'm like, okay, cool. We're like, oh, it's 90% done. But what I'm learning, it ain't over till it's over. It ain't over till it's over. It ain't over until you sign across that dotted line, baby. It ain't over. So I'm over here like, yeet. We going to Portugal. Then on the side, I got Ireland as well. Ireland, it was like another cool opportunity, but Portugal seemed like more lit. I was like, Portugal. Didn't sign that dotted line. Fell through. That's all right. We got Ireland. Ended up going to Ireland. Great experience. Great first season. Stayed there for 7 months. 7 months from like September to April. So I'm like, oh shoot, this how this life finna go. So now fast forward, finish the Irish season, come back, and I'm like thinking, okay, so now I got the summer to prepare. And then I'm gonna be somewhere in like September. You feel me? That's what my mindset's doing. So I'm preparing. Went to Colorado for 3 months, did a bunch of stuff out there. And I'm like thinking, oh, this is what's finna go. It's finna go. Girl and boy, when I tell you, it ain't go how I thought it was gonna go. You feel me? I thought right now I'd be talking to you from a different country. I'm still in the US of A. I'm still here, which is fine. It's fine, but I'm trying to get the fuck ASAP. I'm trying to get going. So it's like, I'm a planner. I like to operate with the plan. So I'm thinking, okay, I come back, I got a season that's usually 7 to 8 months. I'm there, then I come back, then I got the summer, then I'm leaving again. Hold on. God said, hold on, baby girl, hold on. You thought. You thought. And I said, oh, I sure did, because I'm still in the US of A. So I'm like, oh, I'm tweaking out. I am tweaking out. I'm like, oh, so like, what's really going on? So I'm going through these stages where I'm fluctuating. I'm like I told you, first stage, I'm probably tweaking out. I'm like, oh, I should have been somewhere. I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be doing this. Blah, blah, blah. Mind you, I've been in my bag, for real. I've been in my bag. So I'm expanding. So the player that they seen last year, I ain't even heard no more. I'm somebody different. I'm coming different. I'm stepping different. You feel me? So I'm like, hold on. Y'all want me? What's really going on? So there's that stage. Then at the same time, let's not forget, my God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above. He sure does. I got this whole stage. I started really deep diving into my faith this past summer. So I'm locked in. When I tell you I'm locked in on the faith. So I did a whole series. You know, I do the YouTube. I watch the little sermons on YouTube every Sunday. Then I do my little Bible reads every day. I be trying every day. Now, some days I do be skipping. I ain't gonna cap. But I get it in. I don't play about my God. So this whole series that I'm in right now, I'm working on faith. I'm working on believing in God's plan, and He gonna do it. Won't He do it? He said He would. That's what I'm in right now. That's the stage. So I'm really like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. God ain't never steered me wrong before. He guided me in every step of the way. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, we're good. We're fine. Everything's okay. We're gonna grind it out. I'm just gonna keep moving, and God gonna tell me where to go. God gonna tell me how to move. God gonna show me what to do. It's all gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So I'm riding that faith wave, right? I still am. Even when I'm tweaking out, I'm still riding the faith wave. But I'm riding. So it's keeping me level. So then that's the next phase. Then I'm staying level for so long, right? I put tweaking out up here, but it really ain't up there. Tweaking out is like, it ain't all the way, you know what I'm saying? But I usually start with a baby tweak out. You know, you gotta spiral a little bit, reel it in, reel it back in. So I'm reeled in. I'm riding away. We riding. Then I'm like, hold on. What really going on, man? I'm like, hold on. I'm still trying to ride this wave. Now we're getting into the next stage. I'm not all right. When I tell you I ain't all right, I hit that stage where I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here, and I wanna be somewhere else. And like, I'm okay, because my life ain't bad. And it could be worse, and I done came from worse, and I done dealt with worse. But like, I'm okay, but I'm not okay right now, because this ain't what I thought was finna go down. I thought I was finna be getting active somewhere else. So then I hit that stage, and I'm like praying to my Lord. I'm crying it out. I'm laughing it out. I'm thugging it out. I'm doing it all. And I'm just like, God, please. God, please. Please, God. Please. You said you would. Like, I'm believing you. Like, I'm praying to the Lord. I'm crying to sleep. I'm in the Bible bag. I'm like, so what's going on? Then you know what's even funnier. God be giving you a little kiki. I ain't gonna cap. So one of my goals was to go to a Spanish-speaking country because I minored in Spanish. And fun little fact, I could throw a little Espanol out here and there. Not too much though. I can't have a conversation. I'm just a little shy about it. So then he dropped this little thing on me. I'm in Colorado at this point. He dropped this little nugget. They say, Argentina B-ball, and they upgraded my little coin. And you gonna be there longer than you was in Ireland. So I'm like, God, no you didn't, no you didn't. I'm getting geeked up, I'm getting gassed up. I still know it ain't over till it's over, till you sign the dotted line. But I'm geeked because I'm like, God, you know, I've been talking about that. I done manifested that. I'm talking to the homies and stuff. And they're like, bro, you really did that. You really said that. They're like gassing me up. I'm like, yeah, we really said that. This might really be the... No. No. So I don't know what that was about. But I thought God dropped that in there and said, girl, you said this and you didn't know it was coming. That was coming. That's the one. I really thought. No. So that had me sick. When I tell you I was sick. I was finna tweak out again after that. I'm like, God, why would you do this? Huh? Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that to me? It's your girl. Like, why you do that to me? Why you do that to me for real? So I'm still, like, to this day, I'm still thinking about that. Because I'm like, that's the one that I wanted. That's the one. That is the one. You know what I'm saying? Spanish-speaking country gave me more coin. I was like, yeah, I'm finna come back fluent. Ain't nobody finna tell me nothing. I'm finna be fluent. I'm finna be, What you need? I can have a little conversation, but I still get nervous. I still get in my head. But nobody was finna tell me nothing. If I went to Argentina and I came back from bilingual girl. I'm like, I don't claim bilingual, but if I would have went to Argentina, I was bilingual. You wasn't gonna be able to tell me nothing. So they dropped that, and I'm like, oh, that ain't it. So I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. So now what? So I'm just like still processing, still going to the gym, still in my Bible bag, still writing, still doing all my little things that I know to do. Still checking in with the agent, still doing this. So I'm sitting here like, this my waiting season, man. This is my waiting season. And I just been waiting. I've been waiting for God to say move. And when God say go, I'm ready to go. When God tell my agent, and I'm gonna be ready to go. Because at the end of the day, I'm always ready. Then another thing. Here's another thing that really gets me. Is that I was in Colorado, right? I'm playing in this league in Colorado. A little rec league. But still, I'm like, this is obviously a time for me to get my little work in, like work on new stuff. So, fun fact, if you don't know, now you know, post player of my life, big body down low, but really a small body if we being fucking for real. I'm 5'9". You know, I get active down there, ask about me. I get active, but I'm trying to expand. So I put it in my mind, I'm like, you finna, whenever you playing in these little leagues, whatever, ain't no post body, we're not doing none of that stuff. We're not doing none of that you used to do. Let's do something different. So your girl was pulling from NBA range, pulling from WNBA range, pulling from threes, shooting everything. Like, I'm not used to that. And I ain't a player, never was a player who just like, you know, come in and take all the shots and do all the shots and like shoot first, da, da, da. Like I had to grow into that because if you ask me, I was trash for a long period of time. I got a scholarship to college based off of pure grit and will and energy and doing those type of plays. Like rebounding, playing defense. That's what I do. And then I developed when I was in college into being more of a scorer. So it's like now I'm trying to transition this mentality as well. Go to Colorado. I'm in my bag. I'm in my Duffy. If we cropped it in, I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag for real. Like nobody was gonna tell me nothing. So I'm like, hold on. I'm really out here working. I'm really out here testing new waters. I'm really out here in my bag. And none of y'all even know. God, when they gonna know? When is they really gonna know that I'm really out here and I'm ready? So that's the whole little, so what had happened was, that's the whole storyline where it's like, this is my waiting season. Your girl thought she was gonna be somewhere and she had her whole little plan. But that's another thing. That happened to me all the time. All the time. I be having this little plan. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then this, and then it's gonna go after. God said, what? I wreck your plans before I let them wreck you. He sure did. He sure did say that. Now, I don't know. Sometimes I be feeling like my plans is good plans. So I'm like, hold on. Is the plans really finna wreck me, God? Like, is they really finna get at me like that? I don't know. I didn't feel like that was a bad plan. I didn't feel like it was a bad plan for me to be, overseas right now. But I'm here. I'm away. Because you said so. So I'm still here. I'm still waiting. I'm still checking in. I'm still getting in my bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing the things that I need to do to be ready for my moment. But that's the overall, look, I would have said synopsis, but I just told you the whole story. That's the whole little story right now about this whole little overseas life we got going on currently in this moment. Now that I done told you all the story, we're going to get into the third segment, which is called, So Now What? I know I said it already. So now what? Now I know, I'm still in this situation. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with this information? What am I learning, if anything? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go through a little something and you don't really learn from it, so you might have to do it again. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to do this again. I learned something. I'm telling you, I learned something. And it's like, what you learn? Now what? What you finna do with this information? What you finna do with this story? What you finna do? How you finna act accordingly? But what you finna do? So now what? I'm just like, now I think I'm just learning to have more patience and extended patience. A gritty patience. A real deep patience, y'all. Because if it were up to me, like I said, I'd be somewhere else out of the country. It's like patience, because whatever is meant for you is meant for you, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen regardless. Because what? Because God said so. He sure did. Yes, he did. And can't nobody mess up that plan. Can't nobody mess up the plan that he got for you. Can't nobody do that. So it's teaching me patience. It's teaching me a lot of trust and faith in myself, but also in God. Like I said, I've been in that bag, and I really didn't, I grew up, went to church, did all this, believed in God, but I never took the time for myself to do certain things, to really be in my Bible bag, as I would say, in my Bible bag. So it's teaching me to just trust the process, but also trust in me. So what I mean by that is, I feel like in the past, I'd do something where it'd be like, oh, it wouldn't happen right away. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, why nobody want me? Oh, woe is me. Oh, confidence, hitters get bop. You're not good enough. Bop. Why nobody want me? Bop. Where my contract at? Bop, bop. You know what I'm saying? Confidence blowers. I think I do that stuff to myself because I didn't have as much confidence, but I think I'm learning that through the process. Now, there still is or are moments like where I'm like, why nobody want me? But it got a different energy. Yo, I got a different energy where it's like, back in the day, it'd be like, why nobody want me? Why nobody want me? Now I'll be like, y'all are tripping. Y'all don't want me? Just waiting on my moment. Hey, wait till I get my moment. It's over. Period. Like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. It's like, even though I'm waiting and nothing is there yet, it's like, y'all tripping. And just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, don't believe me, just watch. That's what I'm gonna be doing for real. Like, you don't believe me now, just watch. And that's one of my little, I'm motivated on my own, right? But that's another motivator. If one thing that'll get me turned up, or as my friend would say, teed, it would be when I feel like you doubting me. When I feel like somebody doubting me or you don't believe it, I'ma show you. I'ma show you. I'm gonna show you. Like, I will. Because it's happened every time. Every time. Your girl didn't start playing basketball until middle school. Then, got to high school, still trash, you know what I'm saying? Then later on, I'm like, oh, I might go to college, so now I'm gonna get a D1 scholarship. Well, it didn't happen until like the final moments for me. And I only had one offer. One offer, mind you. Don't believe me, just watch. Like, you didn't think I was gonna play D1? Okay. Look, yeah, I'm there. Then I get there and it's like, what is it? Then I get there and I do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could go, and then that's what I'm saying. I just need a platform. Just give me the opportunity. Because every single time I prove them wrong. And them could be anybody. Them could be you. Them ain't me. Not no more. Because I believe. Them could be they. Them could be her. They could be him. It could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? But when I start to feel, I'm feeling like I got a little chip. Like, it's like, you were just finna activate the chip in my shoulder. Like, I always play with a little chip, but like when I feel like the chip is really activated, people say I play better when I'm mad too. Like, if you activate the chip, it's over. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Another thing in my so now what that I'm learning is like trying to enjoy the space I'm at, but also striving for something greater, right? And I think this time that I've had, like specifically with family and friends, is a time that I haven't had since maybe high school. Because you go to college and sometimes you go back home, but then I was a person, after I went home maybe like once or twice, I didn't go again. Stayed the whole time. Then right away overseas. Then you know what I'm saying? Then you don't really get the summers. You back at school in the summers, all that type of vibe. And I've never just been like, just vibing out, really. It's always like a little bit of vibing out and then get back to it. A little bit of vibing out. So I'm trying to have that perspective as well. Trying to just enjoy it. Enjoy it, because when's the next time you're going to be able to just chill out with the fam? Chill out with the friends. Go and do what you want to do. Fill your days with what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to enjoy it. I'm just trying to be there. And then, not even that. Like, this podcast or like me talking and me writing and me getting into my Bible bag, I feel like those things happen in those spaces of like silence, in those spaces where I'm not really doing shit. Like, I'm doing shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, where I have a lot more space and opportunity to think about what I'm gonna do for the day. So it's being really intentional with those days and what are you gonna do with it while you're waiting? What are you gonna do? And I really decided to stop being scary and get in the field. Get in the field and really get active, you feel me? So I think that's another thing. and like still having that mentality of wanting something greater. So it's like, even though I'm here and I'm enjoying or trying to enjoy, which I enjoy, but sometimes it get hard, but I'm trying to enjoy where I'm at. It's like, during that, I'm still working. Don't ever think that, like, I ain't laying on my ass. I ain't not going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still going to the gym. Body is giving this body tea. Like it's still giving. Like, I'm still getting active, just with a different purpose behind it. And I'm like, we're not giving up. We're not giving up and moving on. That's not in me. That's not on me either. It ain't one of those things at all. But I'm just like really trying to be grateful for where I'm at, because in the next step, then it can be harder. There's challenges everywhere and with everything you do, but it's how you gonna get active with it. What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that? And this leads me perfect, actually, because I just asked you a question in my last segment. It's called So I Have a Question. You know why? Because I always got a goddamn question. I got a question about any and everything. I was finna list out all the things I got a question about, but I can't even tell you because I got a question about too many damn things. Ask my friends, ask my family, ask about me. And I can ask so many questions over and over again. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's giving Curious George. Like, I don't know. I just always have a question about something, someone, some place, like person, place, or thing, like noun. Like, I just always have a question. So the last segment is called So I Have a Question, because I got a question for you. I got a question for all the viewers out there. It's questions that I've answered, the questions that I'm processing, that I want to pose to you. And I said, so I have a question. In reality, it should probably be called So I Have Some Questions, because I ain't gonna cap, it ain't even one question. I got too many goddamn questions, and I probably already asked a question prior to get into this moment, because I always got a goddamn question. Which ain't bad, but sometimes I get on people's nerves because I just got a question. So I got a question. And my question/questions are you currently in a waiting season? If yes, what does that waiting season look like for you? And what we doing in that waiting season? How we getting active in that waiting season? But also, maybe you're not getting active right now. Maybe you didn't hit a wall in that waiting season, because that's realistic too. But them is my questions I got for you. Them is all the questions. I ain't lying. Them is all the questions. So, if you got some questions for me, hit me in the DM on Instagram at KhiariCarasheed. No spaces. I spelled it out for you. If you want me to do it again, run it back. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that comment section below and let me know. Let me know what you got for me. Let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know. Hey, just let me know. But I just want to thank y'all all for kicking it off with me. First episode down. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Rocking with me. Once again, until next time, this is the Khiarica Rasheed Show, and I hope you come back for more. Get at me.